The Mishnah says, he says, and he went and he died. So it says, Omdi Mosi Mes Machmas Choli Harishon Mes, then Hariz give him Lavino get. That's the Mishnah. Okay? Omer Afuno Gito Kamat Noso. Mama Tonim Omat Choser, just as the Matona, if he Shchimera, that if he recovers, he retracts. Abgito im Omat Choser, Ma Gito Abba Shlo Porish, Kevin Omat Ksuvu, Avagav Lo Matunu, he said Ksuvu, he didn't say Tanu. Avatos Kevin Omat Tunu, Avagav Lo Konu, same thing. The Lo Konu Mineg. Let's see Rashi. Mamat also Gito de Shchimera. It's the get of Shchimera. The get of Shchimera is like the Matona. Mamat nosa. I mean, Basim Omet Chose Af Gito Imam Chose. Lo mi boy Hechad Omar Im Meisi. If he said if I die, so clear. So if he didn't die, that's a Tanai. Dolomes Elafilo Omar Im Meisi. But since its predicament is Shchimera, Eliyovlo Gito Stoma. Mo Chose Lim Stoma Daiti Demisi Yovlo. Because what is a Shchimera? Avagav lo matunu kidnam omer iskabel Reb Shimon Shzurio omer av mesukin came dom a kisvu, right? Avagav lo matunu adai to mesav kom, because we say he's preoccupied, whatever it is. Harei omad botel get meilov. Okay. Tanan zegitech me'ayom imesi micholi zeh, said a specific illness. V'omad volach b'shuk v'cholo mes, and then he got sick again. He died. Omdi moso in machmas choli rishon mes. Is it attributed to the first illness? Hareze get lav eno get. Vim yefshar v'amrit im omad choser lomali umdeno harei omad. Right? He says if he's choser, he was choser. The omar im omad. Right? Harei omad babrei v'yosef mishmei durov shenitim cholib no. Meaning it went from one illness. It's not he recovered. He had a full recovery, then he got sick again. Right? If he had a full recovery,
and he got up,
and then he got sick later, he was nitak, he had pneumonia, then he had something else. He overcame pneumonia, but immediately he was into something else. Somewhere says, well, Omad, but it says in Mishnah, Omad. Omad means he recovered. Somewhere says, Omad micholi zev novel l'choli acher. Ay v'holach b'shukton. It says he's healthy, he's walking in the street. Holach al mishanto. Holach al mishanto, he's still not fully recovered. He's still a little weak. He's walking, that means he needs support. I have a kamash malon. When do you need the umda? You have to evaluate, is it attributed to the first or not? That's if he's not fully recovered. Right? Let's see, Matno, yeah. Rega. Idoch. Right? If he was holach mishanto, that's what you have to need. You have to be about idoch. But if it was immediately from one to the other, undeniable boy, you don't need an umda. Shmamino shchimira shinitak micholi lecholi matnos matono. That's not called a recovery. Yeah. If he was nitik micholi lecholi matnos matono. Shmamino shchimira nitik micholi lecholi matnos matono. Ein.
So how do we understand that he stood up?
No. The case we have to evaluation, if he stood up and he went to shuk, we have to make an evaluation.
Right.
But if he didn't, you don't need any evaluation.
Right.
So therefore, shchimira, normally when he recovers, the gift he gave is not a gift.
Yeah.
But let's say immediately shifted from one to another. It's like he never overcame the first one.
Right.
So therefore the gift's a gift. So the get's a get. The get's a get. It means the same thing.
It has to be, though.
Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, ain't. The Omer Abloza Mishmei the Rab Shchimi Rashnik Micholi Michoidu Matnos Matono. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, a Shchimira, whatever he says, it happens, correct? So we're talking about he's a Shchimira from the second illness too. He's a Shchimira. But the answer to the question, but he didn't say write a get again. I would think he says, write a get, give a get, ksuv or give it. And then he has whatever, he's a shchimera when he said it. Now he recovers, and then, but he goes to another one. I would say, the moment the first is over, the first is canceled out, because now he's on to another illness.
Okay.
The answer is no. That's considered continuation. Even though it's a different illness, that's a continuation. So he doesn't have to give the order again, give a get. The first order is in place. Okay? He says, the Omer Abelazar Mishmei the Rab Shchimi Rashnit Bicholi Bichol Matos Vatora Rab of Rava Lo Svir Lahu. Oh, the Rav Huna. Why? Zei Roshem Yomru Yesh Get Lachamisa. Because what are people going to say? The Omat Choser, if we say, right, Osel Meimel Lo Havi Get Ademayis. He said, what are people going to say? If he can say the only time he can be Choser is if he recovers, so what are people going to say? So when is the get a get? If he dies. So what does it appear like? It appears like the get is taking effect after he dies. After he dies. Rashi said, Diomar Choser Osel Meimel Lo Havi Get Ademayis Go Chazin L'Chimayis Havi Git Shmam Yesh Get Lachamiso Voslach Shirei. So what are the people are going to come to validate Ze Git Lachamiso? Lo Yodu Kevelo Pirush Midi Lochi Yehevna Nelo. No, she get me Achshov Al Nashiyom. People won't. He didn't say Almanas. He didn't say Almanas. Right? He didn't say Almanas.
Okay.
But people will interpret it that way.
See it.
Somebody says, Umiika Midim the Rice Lavigito. He says, does it make sense? Umiika Midim the Rice Lavigito. Umshum Zeri Sharin Nation Sitla Almo. Okay, down. So therefore they said, Lo Svir Lo Hadrafuna. Therefore, 1 second. One second. Rav Huna says, Gito Kamad Nosa. Mamat Nosim Omat Choser. Avgidim Omat Choser. That means by Shchimera. But if he doesn't get it from the illness, he dies, the get's a get, like the Matona is a Matona.
Right.
Okay? So what are people going to say?
That
So when does the get?
it looked like
He didn't say.
after that.
No, wait. He didn't. He just said give a get.
Right.
Wait. He didn't say if I die, give a get.
Right.
If he said if I die, give a get, Poshet. That's a Tanai.
Mhm.
He didn't say that. He says give a get. And when does the get take it? If he recovers, the get's not a get. He didn't say if I die, give it. He said give a get.
Right.
He recovers, the get's not a get. He dies. So what are people going to say? When did it take effect? After he died. So people are going to say that. It looks like the get is effective after he died. Somewhere asks. Rabbi Lo Svirle Hodor Afuna. Why Zerishem Yom Yesh Get Lachamisa? People are going to say that. That's why they argue. Somewhere says. So real Umika Midi the Rice Lavigito. So therefore they're saying what? The get is what is not a get.
So
But no, the get, he says, Mika Midi the Rice Lavigito. Umishim Zero Sharin Eshisis Lauma. It should be just the opposite. What is that? What's the Morris Kasha? What's the Morris Kasha here? We say Rab and Rava, they reject Rafuna. Because Gzeiro Shemi Yish Get Lachamisa. So therefore, what is the get? The get's not a get. Midrab. No, we're saying Midrabon. It's not. That means she's what? That means even though it is a get. So what kind of Isha is? It is a get. It is a get. Shemi Yomru. It is a get Midoraisa. No, Xerija people say the get took effect Lachamisa, even though it didn't take effect after Misa. Right? Rav Huna says, factually, he didn't say if I die. Right? He didn't say if I die. Oh, I get it. No. I get it. No. Rav Huna said, no, the Gemara's question is, according to Rav Huna says the get's a get. Right? They argue and say it's not a get because people say it's get, but factually, according to Rav Huna, when did the get take effect?
After the first illness, when he was still alive.
He was still alive. But people will say it looks like it took effect after he died because he didn't say it as a Tanai.
Right.
So reality took effect before he died. Right? It's only if he recovers, that's when the get's not a get. So what are we going to say? It's not a get. So I understand. So what's the more question? Umika midu rice lo avigito. On the Torah, it's not a get. No, when we recover, we say it's not a get. It is. It's not a get. We're saying even if he dies, it's not a get. We're saying it's not a get in either case. When Rab and Rav are saying it's not a get in either case because it appears like a get lachamisa. If he dies or recovers, either way, she's not divorced. So they ask him Rafuna. What's the kasha Rafuna? Rafuna get took effect before he died. It only appears it like this. 1 second.
So we've had this before.
Rega. I think the pshat says I think it means like this. A matna shchimira, when does it take effect? After he dies. Because it's rabbinically, it takes effect after he dies. But if that case is, the get does take effect after he dies. Somebody asks a question, but if it takes effect after he dies...
It has no effect.
No, wait a second. After he dies, the get's not a get.
Right.
So what's the kasha? How could we permit a eshes ish? What do you mean, how do you permit? If he recovers, it's not a get. And if he doesn't recover, she's a widow.
Right.
So what's the most question? Umika midi do rice lo avigito, mishuk zeri sharin eshes ish la'alma. How does he explain it? Yossi. Ephraim, what does he say there? Howard, look over there. No.
So it's either Yibum or Chalitza. She would be an Ish. If that's what you're talking. Is she subject to it or not? How else does she get to be an Ish?
Give the summary.
Okay.
And then the page 4.
I get it. This is the question. This is the question. Okay. Rafuna says that the get, if he recovers, the get's not a get. If he dies, it is a get. He says, but according to Rafuna, they say it looks like the get is effect after he dies.
Right.
Wait. So you know what they said? They say, he says, give the get. He didn't say if I die. He didn't say those words.
Right.
So they say the get is a get even if he recovers.
Ooh.
I said, how could it be a get if he recovers? Factually, his intent was only if he dies. So if that's the case, to be mater neshes ish. They're saying the get's a get even if he does not die. Even if he recovers, it's a get. But actually, we know that wasn't his intent. Right? His intent was because of Shchiv Meira, only if he dies. But because there's a Gzeiro, therefore we're saying the get is a get, even if he recovers, because he didn't say anything. He didn't say if, it's conditional. So more question, how is it possible? If the get's not a get, if he recovers, how do you permit her to remarry? That's the Morris Kasha.
So there's no intent here. He's saying it has to be literal. Is that what you're
No.
saying?
Factually, because it's Shchiv Meira, what was his intent? Only if he dies. But they're concerned it looks like the get's lachamisa. So we're saying even if he doesn't die, the get's a get.
So in other words,
but that's not his intent.
Exactly. So
if that's not his intent, how could the get permitted to remarry?
Right.
She's not divorced.
Right.
So that's what it says. How do we permit Ashes to remarry? Ain. Why? Called the Mekadosh. Meaning, since the marriage originally was contingent on the Chachamim, so they annulled the marriage. This shikash is all throughout Shas. If he was a Kaddish Kesef, so we say Hefker Bez and Hefker on the money. Kaddish Bebia Michael Meimar. What about if he was Makadosh Bebia? Are they going to say the Bia is a Bias Nus? Amalei Shavir Rabot the Bilos a Bilos Nus. Doesn't make a difference. See, when the money is not that, it's only indirectly becomes a Bias Nus. Right. It's like out of wedlock. But what about if he was Makadosh Bia? They have to say the Bia he did. They say directly the Bia was a Bias Nus. Right. Maybe that they don't do. Okay. That the Gemara says they do it. They do that. Okay. Ton Rabbanon, Zegitich Mayom Imesi Mecholi Zer. Person says, there's a get if I die, Nafal Abayis Olav, and you died in the cave-in. Oh, Shikisha Nochosh, in a get. It's poshut, right? Because how did he die? He died as a result of a cave-in, or he was bitten by a snake. He said specific only if I die of this illness. He didn't die of the illness, so the get's not a get. Imlo emod b'chol. Oh, what about he says if I never recover from this illness, and he dies in the cave-in, did he ever recover?
No.
He died with his pneumonia. He died with his whatever he had, with his chickenpox. V'nofel of bayis of kisho nochosh harei a get.
Good.
Right? Maishno reisha maishno seifo. I have to say what kind of kasha maishno. Why in the reisha is it not a get? And to say if it is a get, sholchim mitam. What's the worst question? Maishno reisha. They're not comparable, right? He's saying like this: if something which is uncommon, remote, he takes into account reisha am levigito. He says, if I die of this choli, it doesn't mean, if you say a person takes something remote into account, and he says, if I die of this illness, he means something which I never recover from the illness.
Okay.
So if that's the case, it should be a get.
Good.
Even the ratio should be a get.
Good.
But it says it's not a get. Right? Because he died of the cave and he didn't die of the illness.
Right. Something extreme.
Wait, so what are you going to say? That a person doesn't think about something remote.
Yeah.
So if that's the case in the Sefer, so he died of the cave and he died being bitten of the snake? Yeah, one second. Rega, sholch mitam ochla arig. Ein lonu. Ochla arig, ein lonu. Ochla arig. Yeah, sholch li hadom erzol, yeshivu ein lonu sheiget, the otzad lo shchiach, lo asagadate. Meaning, to be eaten by a lion, that's something which is unusual.
Where's your elephant, John?
That's the difference.
So something
The saver should be Hinogan. No? Same concept.
Tosa says the first question was, Bicholi zeh means that I don't recover. So if I don't recover from the illness, so what difference if he dies of a cave-in, or he already was sick before the cave-in,
So they're making a difference here.
right? No. So our answer is Shomitam Ochla Ri Ein Lonu.
Right. You can't get hit. by
No, which
lightning.
means if it's remote, then
It's out of the question.
the get.
We don't
It's not a
need-
get, but if it's
Right.
So the same thing with the house falling down and the snake biting. So it's not the same thing, so therefore, it shouldn't be a thing.
No, it should be again.
Why?
Because it's completely out of your concept. If you say I'm falling down, but if I get hit by a meteor, who's going to think about that? Who's going to think about getting hit by lightning?
Exactly.
no, but we have to. The Rashid says it's not a get. The Sefer says it is a get.
So I would say it would.
So how we answer it? So Sholchem Itam, the Gemara says Meister Reish Meister Sefer. In either case, we say he meant if I don't recover from the illness.
Oh,
But the question is, why didn't he recover from the illness? If he didn't recover from the illness, something which is remote, then it's not a get.
okay. That's not remote. Yeah.
Because really he meant,
Yeah.
if I die.
This
But
way.
why did I die?
Right. For something I have already.
No, which means, if he doesn't recover, the question is, why did he recover?
The ratio says Nepali's dead. So if he doesn't die, Nepali's
No,
dead.
but Tosis explains it. Rashi explains, no.
Yeah.
In either case, he meant, I don't recover. I don't recover.
Something that I have.
That he doesn't recover means if he dies, regardless of he dies. The first case is if I die of this illness, then a house caves in on him, or he's bitten by a snake. But he says, if I don't recover, lo emod michol, he said, it's the same thing. If I don't recover from this, see, originally, if I don't recover, first is if I die of this, but it's the same. It means the same thing. If I don't recover.
It means the same as the problem.
That's the Morse question. That's the Morse question. That's the Morse question.
What does ratius mean?
Ratio means the first case.
The first case. So it's all contingent on the first case. If I don't recover from my first case, but if something else happens, so then
Yeah, but how we answering the ratio in Sefer? Okay, but how do we still answer the ratio in Sefer? Right?
So
It's
the
still the
person-
question's still a question.
the person
The
has-
ratio says the.
How many times should the saver shouldn't be a get? The saver says it is a get.
Yeah, but we're quoting a brisa. So how do we answer it? We ask the question, how do we reconcile the Reish and Sefer of the Brisa? Right? The Reish says it is a get, the Sefer says it's not a get. Not a get, Sefer says it is a get.
Right.
Okay, but it has to be remote. This case is not remote.
What, the house
Right.
with the snake?
Or he's bitten by, because it says in the Sefer, he is. The Sefer says it is a get. It is a get.
Why?
So that's the question, why?
Maybe it was common. If a building's always falling down, there's the people getting bit by the snake. Maybe it was common at that time.
In Mala, I get my corporation showing amazing and told them, Mala publishing.
1 second. Tomito, also holy mess. What's he saying?
At least in English, it's just, it sounds like the difference between two. If he says he dies because of illness, he's very specific. But he doesn't recover, well, he didn't get a chance to recover because the house bound.
So then what was the
point-
question?
the point-
No, but then what was the question? Then what was the question?
That's the ratio.
Yes, good. So I know that's what we learned originally. So then what's the question? So what's the first question originally? What do we have to come up? Right. That was good. So according to the way the Bavli is learning, so what's the first answer? If you originally I learned the way the Yerushalmi says, then they're not comparable. One says, if I die of this illness, he didn't die of it. He died because he in the cave-in.
Right.
The other was if I don't recover, so he never recovered from the illness. Yeah, but that's not our Gemara. Our Gemara is equating both the Reish and Sefer, and says, so what's the difference? It gives me because it's remote. Because it's remote.
Has to be.
So how do we reconcile the Reish and the Sefer? According to the Bavli. Okay, let's go further. Who gavra does oven our lechab? Okay. How gavra does oven our lechabre? Here, a person sells a piece of property to his friend. Kabbalah alei kol onsa de misyalid. He says anything, and the seller says anything should happen to this property. I give full guarantee. You get your money back.
Okay.
Meaning, let's say it gets flooded out. It's
Right.
hit by a tornado. The property is destroyed.
Right.
You get your money back. Okay? The sof afiku be'bonara. At the end, a river overflowed and destroyed the field. Osl kami deravina amalei zil shofilei. Do kabilis aloch kol onsa de misyalit. He says, no, you have to work it out with him. Me? No, he said, one second. Rega, because he said whatever happens, he's giving him a guarantee.
Right.
Zil shofilei, go give him a good field. Do kabbalah sali kol onsa de misyalit. Said any problem which arises, you're gonna compensate him. He says, no, when the man said, I'll cover you for any onus, that's something which within reason. A field overflowing, it's unheard of. The last time the bank overflow was 90 years ago. So it doesn't even enter his mind. When he said onsa means there's a tornado every once in a while, there's a whatever, there's a hurricane.
Good.
But the river overflowing, that's something never enters his mind. So why are you saying he has to straighten it out, he has to provide another field? Turned out the case present for Rava, and therefore you don't have to pay him. The seller does not have to provide another field. Because what he said, I cover if an onus takes place, that's only something which is within reason. Something that's remote, he never obligated himself. He says, if I don't recover the novel of bias or wikishanoch, he's a get, right? So it says, it's what? It's a get. It's remote to get bitten by a snake or be killed by the cave-in, even though there's no tzushtel. Amalei Rava, Ve'imim Reisha no get. Says Reisha, Amalei Ravach B'difti, Ravina Mishum Dekasha Reisha Seifa Lo Basfina Tiyuvtamina. Factually, we have a stira. You ask me, so how do I reconcile the Reish and Seif of the Bryce? One says, is a get? And seemingly it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So he says, but does it mean I can't ask a question of the Sefer? Omaleyein Kevin the Kasha Resha Sefer Luitma Be Medrasha Umeshaveshti. Since it's clearly we have two cases, the Resha is according to the Bavli, which are the same, and what says it is not, so evidently there's something wrong with the Brisa. So if there's something wrong with the Brisa, you can't ask a question of this Brisa. Meshaveshti, it's a corrupted Brisa. Zilbos Svara.
Corrected?
No, therefore you go according to logic. Something that doesn't enter a person's mind is what he never considered, assuming that responsibility. Something that enters a person's mind does. Agida the Nahar Malko. Here, they sold sesame. On the bank of Nahar Malko, Ogur Milchi Lavrinu, right? So they hired sailors to transport the sacks of sesame. Kibilu ayu kolonsa de misyalid. Here, they accept upon themselves anything, any owner should happen, we're responsible. The sailors, the ship captain. Malk, no. Zovan, they sold Shumsami Agidnar Malka, Ogur Malchi. They hired sailors, Lavrinu, to take it across. The porters, Malch means sailors. Kabilo Layu, who wants to be salad? Kabilo Habochrim. The sellers, except anything should happen, the sofa is stuck in our Malka. The river got stopped up, and the ships couldn't go. Here, Amadu Aguri Chamri he said, hire donkeys, Afkinu Nelon. Hire donkeys, and they'll take it off the ship for us. You have an obligation to what? To hire donkeys, the sellers. Also coming to Rabbi Amadu, Koki Chivri, Mishachli Glimi Dinchi. He says, these white geese, they're trying to strip my garment. Otzlo Shchichu. Avzi Levarim, Fisha Yuzakanim. No. Mishalchi Glimi, Mafshitim, Bigde Anoshim, Klova Poskim, Aleim Din La Nosam. Yeah, meaning you owe nothing. So the seller has no obligation because something that's remote. No, has nothing to do with this. No. Not going to. Milsa Loshchil goes a Rabbana, we have a fence. We're not going to make a fence, something's remote. This is a question, I accept all responsibility if something should happen. That's only if it enters my mind. When I said the word onus, if you would have given me 1,000 cases to provide, that case wouldn't be included. So that means I didn't obligate myself to that. Right? That's the
say about the fire, is that what Yossi's asking about the fire in the storehouse before you even get it? You paid for something, and you said, well, too
yes,
bad.
No. Shem Yishchut, that's something else. Okay. Lo sisiachet imo elo b'fnei edim. Yep. He gave her a get. It says from today, and if I die, it should be a get. Now, so there's a question.
What's today?
No. So the get may take effect retroactive.
Right.
So that means he's not married, so he's not permitted to seclude himself. I feel pi eved, I feel pi shivcho. L'sachar imo shenot gav omer hayom meisi, l'sachar imo shemi yovu oleo. Remember, the equal man the yom chayshin shema botel aget. Why? Shema boal l'shem kedushin shich get sheni. Man l'chayshnam kom penuyi. Vosli sachrim penuyi is one that either the get will be nullified, right? Of course, it's a ma'aser kedushin, or he's not permitted to be with a penuya. If the get's a get.
Can you retract it at that stage? You can't retract it.
Yeah. He says, "Afil lo shari, afil l'fnei edim, afil api eved, afil api shivcho, v'nei sheli b'gaspo, b'shivchoso." Yeah. So her liba gaspo. I mean the one who owns her, it's liba gaspo. She doesn't pay any attention to her. So what's going to be? So they'll have relations. Mahi bosan yomim. He says, "Me'ayom lachamisa." From today till I die. So what is the situation then? Rav Yehuda Omer keishes ish. L'chol dvorel. Habo leh b'meiz v'chenek. You put him to death, even though ultimately he died. So it comes out, Rashi says, when he gave her the get, when was the get going to take effect if he dies? A moment before he dies.
Right, yes.
So it comes out, so having relations then, he's having relations with a Neshes Ish.
Right.
Right? Even though he gave her the document, let's first consider the document. Here's the document to take effect a moment before he dies.
Right.
And now she has relations with someone. It's adultery. Because the moment before he died hasn't yet come.
Right.
Same thing over here. That means from today, when I die, a moment before I died from that illness. So did he die yet? He didn't die.
No.
So if that's the case, what? She's Neshech Chol Dvorel. You treat her like a married woman. Rabbi Yossi Omer Gureshes Gureshes. It's a suffix. It's a suffix. She is. Yeah.
However, they're locked into this because if he doesn't get paid, he can't activate the get so that he could remarry her until he dies, and obviously can't do that. So he can't. There's no way he can cancel this.
He gave her the get already.
He gave her the get, so it's done, and she's in this limbo. He can't even reverse it, can he?
No.
It's like an irreversible situation. You can't remarry her because the get's not active yet. That's what I'm asking the question. You can't, she's kind of in this gray zone, which is married, she's not married. And he can't cancel his get once it's given, right? He's going to back to the times. If he gets to get him to be married, he didn't marry somebody else. It only happens if he doesn't, so he can't marry her.
Right, he can never remarry.
He can't be with her again.
He can't be with her.
Is that the case?
Well,
He's not to.
then he can.
But it's his own
Well,
former wife.
it's not his fault.
Right.
Rashi says, "Sova mechiyov lo gito koshat shabesafklei b'meis shani ba'olam." He says, as long as I'm alive, hilgoch sveki v'abole boshem tolui. No, we don't know. We don't know. Sova lo mechiyov lo gito koshat shabesafklei. Wondered why. Not sure why it's a suffix. Tanakam says she's Keshes Chot Vorel. The Rashi says it's Chayv Chenek. She commits adultery. It's Chenek Shogeg Shes Ben Gechatos. Even if he should die of that illness, Vishlogir She'elo Somchel Misa. Not sure. Cases is Shabbat there, b'meiz b'chenek shov. Ava gab the mes mosacholi fish lo girsho al samchul miso. So again, it's good. According to Tanakama, when did the get take effect? Me'ayom in Macy.
Right.
A moment before she died.
Right.
He died. So if that's the case, before that moment, well, she's a full-blown
Right.
Neshes Ish. Okay, so that's she's Nesh Chol Dvorel. Rabbi Yossi says no, it's unclear what he meant. Maybe Ayom means from today. Doesn't mean a moment before. So that's the case. It's retroactive
And
from
would
when
be
she
free,
was.
right.
So maybe when she received it was effective immediately. When he dies of that illness, retroactively, it's effective immediately. Or no, maybe it meant today. It means before I die, not retroactive. So it's a suffix. Turn up on the ru'os l'siachtim imo bafelo. Oshiyoshni imo tachas margolos hamito. They saw the woman who received the get. She secluded herself. It was in total darkness, or she was with him in the bed, but she was below his feet. Ein choshin shem nisasku b'davar acher. V'choshin mishum znus. Ein choshin mishum kedushin. What? You're not concerned for davar acher, but your choshin, maybe they had relations. V'choshin mishum znus. Ein choshin mishum kedushin. But not that he remarried her. Davar acher means tashmish. We are suspect they had relations. Shem znus shem avo leo kam porach my komer.
So if there's no liability, then the get took place.
Don't know about a rosh yachtiv ba'feilo sheyesh shoshnim over tachs meraglos ba'mita echoshi shema nisask b'davrav. No, echoshi shema. We're not choshish that maybe they had relations. We're not choshish. The choshim mishum znus. Mechoshim mishum kedushin. I don't get it. We just finished saying that if he's in Siachad where it's pitch black, or she's under his feet, we're not choshish that maybe they had relations. That it says. No, but afterwards it says, En choshim, then it says, V'choshim mishum znus. En choshim mishum kedushim. What does choshim mishum znus mean? Kloma told him be a zub znus. Okay. What do you say? We just finished saying, En choshin nisas, what's nisas b'davar acher? Tashuv shamita. Shema bo leo kama porach my komer, because we just finished saying. En choshin mishum kedushin. Rabbi Yosef Yehuda Omer, af choshin mishum kedushin. No. Not only we chosh mishum nus, we chosh that even that he had in mind that he wants to marry her. My komer, Omer Rav Nachbar Yitzchok, Omer Rabbi Bachono, Rabbi Barvuah Hokama. Roshin nivalo. If you know factually they had relations, choshim mishum kedushin. Nos lo ksofim, choshim mishum znus. We see there's an exchange of money, not for kedushin. Then they did it. They had an illicit relation. Daminon, that's none of nos lo. He gave her a payout for the sexual favor. They choshim mishum kedushin, but there's no kedushin. Rabbi Yosef Yehuda Omer, apizu choshim mishum kedushin. Even though it was after hours, so to say, she had relations. He had mind for kedushin. It's not so. Yeah, even though usually that's a payout to a prostitute.
Right,
but
yeah.
this is his wife here, right? To get when he had relations afterwards, it was for kedushin to remarry her. Come on, azlo hoda amida Rabbi Rochanom Rabbi Yochanan achlok psura shnivalo. The machlokes, we know factually she had relations. Avalo ruah shnivalo divra kol ein tzricha imenu get sheni. The first get is good enough. You don't need a second get. Kamat divra kol. Yeah. Avalo ruah shnivalo divra kol ein tzricha imenu get sheni. Kamat divra kol. Masla by midik sofim ketoni. Shrushin nivalo choshim shkedushin. Noslok sofim choshim shkedushin. So the Gemara asks, I mean, here we have a brisa which is ambiguous, and also you're creating a case. It says maskul abai bidik sofim ketoni. Where does it say he gave her any money? We say gave her money. It means
It could mean two things.
give me for kedushin, or give me like a prostitute,
Right.
right? Yeah.
All of a sudden, we're inserting the concept of kesef. The price isn't mentioned.
Yeah.
Where does it say in the price that some people think if you give money, you don't give money? No, it's not talking about that. All of a sudden, it's saying if you give money, maybe it is worse.
Yeah. Maskul abai midik sofim ketoni elon bai hochnama. Ruoshin ivalo choshin shum znus. Choshim shum kedushin. Rabbi Yosef Yehuda Omer af choshim shum kedushin. Kaman az lohod Omer Rabachon Rabbi Yochanan achlok seshiro shnivlo. Avlo rosh shnivlo. But let's say we don't. She just secluded herself, like we said, in the darkness. Divrok ein tzricha me'emenu get sheni. Kaman Rabbi Yosef Yehuda. That's the chiddush. Yeah. If it's nivlo, right? We'll say if we don't know, you don't need a get. But we said before, according to the Chachamim, even if it's nivlo, you don't need a get. We say it's nus. So we don't know if it's nivlo. You have to tell me she doesn't need a get. So what's the chiddush? It's going like Rabbi Yosef Yehuda. Rabbi Yosef Yehuda says if we know she had relations, right? With our husband after she received the get, we say it's for the sake of znus.
Right.
So if we know they had relations for the sake of znus, we say you don't need a get. You have to tell me if we don't know they had relations. According to Chum, you have to give a get. Of course not.
Right.
It's a kosh game. So who is it telling me? It's like Rabbi Yosef who says if I saw they had relations, I have to take into account that the bia was l'shem kedushin.
Right.
But if I don't know, there's no presumption that they had relations. Therefore, she's still single. That's what he's learning. Masklo rova imkei mayaf. Yep. Imkei mes af. Masklo rova imkei mayaf. What? Af choshen. Rabbi Yosef's af. What's the af? In addition. You're also. Elam Rav Hocham. Rabbi Yosef Yudo Omer af lo ro'or shenivelo. Even if we didn't see, choshen, just the opposite we just been saying before. Chumra. Even if we didn't know she had relations, but since within seclusion you could, choshen shem mishum kedushin. Kwan azlo hodi Omer Rabba brachon b'yoch machlokes v'shiro shenivelo. Who do we attribute this to? The machlokes between the Chacham and Rabbi Yosef is we know they had relations. Aval Rosh and Ivlo Divra called ain't Shichem in a get. So who do we attribute to? Command Lokachat. It's not going like either of them. Because we're saying now they both said this. Mahi Bosid Yomim. You have the get written and it was given to her. Rabbi Yudah Omer Keishas Ish Chol Dvareo. Rabbi Yosef Omer Gureshenim Gureshes. Second. That's the Mishnah. Rabbi Yossi Omer, Ugureshes and Ugureshes. Yep. Rabbi Yossi Omer, right? Rabbi Yossi Omer, Vavachlo Yomus. He has to die. When Yomus, then it's retroactive. Now, if he doesn't die, then she's an Ashes Ish. Let's say she predeceases him.
Okay.
So, and she had relations. So, his dying now has nothing to do with the marriage before.
Right.
So, it's speaking about that he did die eventually. They're arguing, what happens if you died eventually and she had relations before? Was she an Ashes Ish or not an Ashes Ish?
Mm-hmm.
That's the machlokas. That's what Torah ubavachi yomos. Ulchimayis havigito. Somewhere else. And if when he dies, the gets a get or kaimelo and they get lachamiso, right? When he says yomos, it doesn't mean when he died. He originally said the get should take effect the second before he leaves this world. So when he dies, right? The get's in effect. It's not get lachamiso.
Presumably he could die any minute. He could die any minute.
Right. Okay, stop here.